Hi everyone, this is going to be a demonstration on how to play my 2D platformer game made in Unity called our Quatre or the Four Cats. Now, the four cats within this game are actually based off my own four cats, and sadly they don't have the different attributes and characteristics you'll find without the game. The colour-wise of them is based off my own. Other references come from Donkey Kong's Tropical Island and Angry Birds. Donkey Kong's Tropical Island is there because it allows you to use different characters throughout the level to help better traverse the level and make it easier for the player. And then Angry Birds is there for the use of different characters to help with certain situations, and also saving the birds at an end of the level will earn you more points. So same with this game, if you save yourself and not switching to so many characters, you'll earn more points at the end. So as you can see, when we click the level select screen, there is 10 levels that the player can choose from, and these all vary in difficulty, starting from level 1, which is the easiest, and level 10, which is the hardest. Now sadly, as this was a solo development project, in the end I didn't manage to get any audio within the game, but everything else you see here has been developed by me, apart from the environment assets which were found online. Now Indy's special ability she can fish through a 1x1 gap, and she's the first character we're going to be using, as we want the player to feel sort of alone and without her friends at the moment, sort of questioning where they all are and how we're going to find them. So a bit of interactivity here. We need a key for that door, so we'll go ahead and try and find the key. Here it is. We just pick up this and now we can unlock the door and traverse through the rest of the level. There's also checkpoints throughout each level to make it easier for the player, so although it might look dangerous when it's red, if we die now we'll spawn at this new checkpoint and then we can go on. You can see in the top right we don't have any switches left for Indy at the moment, obviously because she's the only character that we can pick up and use at the moment. But you'll see that our pickup for this game is the catnip. Obviously it would only be right to use catnip within this game for a game about cats, so that adds 500 to our overall score, which we'll see at the end of the level. Now we can find more keys which will unlock the next door, and now you can see we've got Storm unlocked and he'll be able to use within the next level. So if we go to the end of the level now, we can see that we get our overall score, which was 1200 and a 3-star rating. So if we move on to the next level, as you can see when we press number 2, we've unlocked Storm, and our Storm special ability is that he's able to double jump, so this allows him to get to different areas that might not be possible with the other characters. And now you can see we need to switch back to Indy to get through that little gap, and now we can move on. We've seen in the top right now that we do have switches for each of the characters, but obviously the player wants to be wary of how many times they are switching to different characters, because if they save their switches by the end of the level, they'll earn more of a bonus and a better overall score. So within some of the levels there's actually areas which are designed to challenge the player in many ways. So as you can see, this gap looks pretty big and it will be very easy by using Storm and his double jump, but this jump's actually able to be done by Indy. So if you manage to get it right just like that, you can see that we've crossed that big gap, so it saved us a switch. Now we can go down this area too, and in the end we'll earn more score at the end. Now obviously we need to switch to Storm for this one because this one is too big, but we'll manage to save a switch then and get through that little gap with Indy, and now we'll get a better overall score at the end. As you can see, we've just unlocked Jackson, who is the third character which the player is introduced to, and he'll be ready in the next level. So if we go on to the next level now you can see we've already got 2 stars on that level, so didn't quite make it to 3 stars. Now you can see if we switch to Jackson, which is number 3, his special ability is that he's impenetrable with spikes, so he can walk through the spikes, and he's very quick actually, so his speed is something you want to utilize to your advantage. The only downside to Jackson is that he can't actually jump, so these areas which are too big anyway, or too small, sorry, only Indy can get into these. Jackson can't jump anyway, so you have to think about when you're going to switch to him. We're going to use Storm again now to get up to this dangerous area which has loads of spikes to it, and now back to Indy for this little gap. We're going to switch over to level 4 now, as all we do then is complete the level, and in level 4 you can see that we're going to switch to our final character, which is Breeze. Now Breeze has a very small jump, but his special ability is that he can climb up vines, so you can go up or down vines and then you can use them together to get up to this new area. Again we're going to switch back to Indy, and in a second you'll see that there's some areas on each level that will have to use different characters pretty much at one time. So this jump isn't capable just by Storm, so what we're going to have to do is double jump, switch to Breeze and be able to catch the vine and then go up it. So there is some areas where I have to think about it for a second and see which characters you have available. Now here's another area where it would be harder to do with Breeze, but it will save us a switch. But if we were to switch to Jackson, we can just drop down, make it nice and easy on ourselves. But we have just wasted a switch there, which might help, which might not help us at the end of the level with our overall score. There's also hints between some of the levels, which kind of guide the player into better situations. So although Breeze does have a tiny jump, as you can see there, having the smallest jump isn't necessarily a bad thing, because this area is actually designed just for Breeze and his jump. So although he has a small jump, it allows him to not hit the spikes above him and around him, so he can easily get through that level, easily get through that part with no worries. Otherwise, some of the other cats with a big jump might have struggled in that area. So as you can see now, we can use Breeze to get that extra catnip and then keep going on. So we're coming up to the end of the level now, and there'll be another hint that tells us that we need to switch to Jackson here, because although Jackson can't jump, his speed that he offers is actually very versatile. So a lot of people would try and jump down and then they fail, but what we're going to actually do with Jackson here is just leap off the edge, switch to Breeze, catch the vine, and then we can get to the end of the level. So that is the main premise about the Quatre Gaps, or the 4 cats. As you can see, the levels do get harder, but now we've got moving platforms to sort of incorporate and utilize, and then make the levels even more difficult. And as you can see again, now we're going to switch to Storm, double jump, and switch to Breeze to catch the vine. So there's plenty of levels to offer to the player here. All are varying in difficulties. Even some of the later levels only allow you to use 2 cats, which puts the player in some sort of positions they wouldn't be comfortable with, as they're used to having 4 characters. And as you can see, we also go through 3 different environments throughout the levels as well. So like I said, this is a solo project made in Unity, and I'll provide a link for you to download it somewhere on the page. Thank you very much for watching.